Okay, Libra, let's go on with your reading. And I've selected 4 cards. Actually, I pulled 4 cards before the reading started. And they're positive cards. And, sometimes I get intuitive messages that may come positive or feel like a warning or a caution. So let's just start off with what we have here. I know some of my Libra friends, this is not, again, I said this many times, this has not been the easiest of the last 3 or 4 years. And, this year you could say, well, yeah, there was a lot of astrological events, eclipses that held us up. But, last year was not so easy peasy either. So, Jupiter's in your sign now. Let's think of the positive. Let's put some positive intentions out there for Libra. This could be for Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Also watch your moon or rising as well. Do that because that's enriching to the listener. If anything, you can, nugget you can get from that, or it may just resonate with you more. Okay, let's talk about your cards, Libra. What's in store for you? Well, right off the bat, there's 3 wand cards. So 1, 2, 3. This feels like this is a lot about your work this month or this half of the month. Probably the entire month. It feels about your work, your passion, your message, what you do for a living. Where's it going? First of all, I drew the 2 of Wands. And that card has not come up yet. I'm about halfway through these readings, and I was happy to see it because this is about you launching a new venture, Libra. Watching your career grow. It's the 2. So it could also mean in partnership with someone else. And it can be a business venture or it can be a romantic venture. As you can see, she's waving, but then she's also at her home, and my puppy's saying hi again. But there is celebration. I always notice the wreaths in cards. Wreath right there. And this to means positivity around what you're doing in life, your work that you do. Maybe you haven't seen the rewards yet because this is not the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands indicates, okay, well, the card is you sent your ships out with cargo. It's come back with money, and you're sending more out. So you may be more in a launching mode or creative mode. What's coming to me for you guys this month, for you Libra, for the month of December, is you're not taking a lot of crap from people. I feel like you're very much your own person this month. And that's yay for you because I know Libra can be, wanting to please others, that balance, seek balance. Get it? I'm a Libra sun. But, at the same time, your inner, maybe it's Leo coming out or Lion, because the King of Wands, I love these wand cards for you guys. The King of Wands comes next, and that would be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, man or woman, in your life, but it could be you too. It could be you taking on those fire aspects, the passion of putting yourself first, the I am. Like, I've done a lot for other people, and this is where I am. I do see you being fair and balanced this month. I don't think you'll ever, if you're on the positive side of Libra, then I think you'll stay on that track. But this is just taking on more fire. Literally, he's sitting by a fireplace. But personally and passionately, I think you're working behind the scenes on your own plans. You may be in a group, you may be working for a company, you may be working with a team, yada, yada. But I see you taking on your own plans. This person usually represents a professor, an intuitive guide, a mentor, someone who's done well and has an awfully creative, intuitive passion. Done well. He's a master. at creative inspiration. See what I notice here. There's 2 potted plants. Stay grounded. Grounded will help you stay focused to work out these plans. There's a lot of orange, a lot of reds going on until the last card, right? Orange door, orange rug. Orange divider of the window and around here. So, we could also say second chakra. Second chakra is about feminine intuition, give the birth of an idea. Well, Ace of Wands comes up. Well, of course, there's more ideas. You guys are planting more seeds. It may be that what you've been working on recently, I think you're going to have more come up. I think some of you are going to be studying or learning about something you're very interested in as far as occupation, researching, excited about. And it may come out of nowhere. When you look at this card, this wand just flies up into the sky. It's beautiful, has fruits around it. But this bird is taken off guard a little bit. This bird is like, whoa, where did this idea come from? But there's glory around it. There's beauty around it. And I feel like I know I'm going back and forth, but I feel like there's a play between these cards. But I feel like you all do need to take on, it would be good for a lot of you to take on the fire sign qualities and think about yourself and think about, in the group dynamics, how does it work for you? How's it working for you? And also, not only how's it working for you, but how can you make it work for you? How can you do that? Not only how is it, but how can you do it? By being a leader, by letting people see that you know how to lead by inspiration. And if people don't get it and they're thinking, wow, that Libra, he's, wow, look at them. Well, that's how it is. That may be how December is for you. Reinventing yourself, some of you. Focus. I just see so much coming up here. She's waving. It's like she's waving to him. He's looking at the inspiration. And then what comes up lastly is the Sun card. That's hope, optimism, dreams, accomplishment, coming true. So it's hope. It's the sun coming out. It's color yellow. It's if you add these 2 numbers up, it's the 19. But 1 and 9 is about it's a 1. 1 and 9 is 10, which deduces to 1. Or if it's 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So it could be if you stay really positive and hopeful and dedicate some time to your particular dreams and hopes, your inspiration, not others, but yours. What's in your satchel that's on your side, which would be the 8 of Cups walking their own way. That's what I'm getting. The one has to do with I can do it. What else is in these cards? Well, it's interesting, these 2 windows. So there's, you look out at the sky, whether it's sun or night. Take some time out and really, tune into the mystical side of life, to the spiritual side of life, to the angelic and archangels. I feel like this is so much about your work. Also, too, with these 2 cards, I'm seeing a lot of lines. Could line these up. So needing for plans, well thought out plans, being organized and creative at the same time. Interesting how this bird is facing away from this one here. It's almost like this one's taken off guard, but this, because his wings are down, but this one has his wings up and he's flying towards the sun. So maybe once this idea, this inspiration really melts with you, and this is Mercury goes retrograde the 19th of December through January 7th. So it might be a great time for you to really just feel this inspiration, this new creative ideas you have, so that you can turn this way at the beginning of January, beginning of the year, and feel that the sun coming out. Say, for instance, if you have a hobby and you want to turn that hobby into real life plans, real life business, or you have new clients or you want new clients, you can do this with a whole different outlook, a new way of looking at it. Creative inspiration, wherever you find that. Some of you find it by reading, some of you find it by art, by going to a play. Art does imitate life and vice versa. So that might be good for a lot of you. That might be what a lot of this fire is. Leos are, I said earlier, this reminds me of a Leo. Just does. The actors of the world, very passionate. And then there's calm. So see, Libra, if that resonates with you. If it doesn't, watch your moon and rising. But I do see a lot of fire, a lot of orange and reds. First and second chakra. So second chakra being creative and intuitive, feminine intuition, so that you can make first chakra, which is feeling secure, making the money, feeling safe, paying the bills. Okay, let's pull some. I keep wanting to talk about these cards, but you know what? Let's pull some clarification cards and see what comes up for Libra. Okay, because you felt like, you felt like the Magician in reverse. And the Magician in reverse is like, okay, I'm ready. I want to be creative. I'm making my own plans. I'm ready to do this. But have they gone anywhere? Well, maybe not. Maybe they haven't. Maybe there's been a delay. I would like to see you all use the period between the 19th of December and January 7th as a gestation period, if I can say that word. And that's to let your plans formulate, let them organically grow. It's the time, Mercury retrograde is a time to reevaluate, to reassess. It's the time. You may find people and friends and family coming into your life that you haven't seen in a while as well. But just let things, you're ready to take off. You've got a new venture, but let the sun come out. Okay, that card's come up a lot for clarification. The universe is wanting everyone to feel their inner strength and be patient. Okay, and the Eight of Cups comes up in reverse. But I was talking about the Eight of Cups earlier. Someone who's ready to move forward, ready to move on past what hasn't worked. This is in reverse. You're getting there. You're getting there, Libra. And you want to see the fruits of your labor big time, because you've been working a lot. And this Queen of Rods, another rod card came out. She's very warm, inviting. I feel like you want to be, take on those qualities. Giving, but making money, being passionate about it. Bring out your flair. Queen of Swords, there you are, Libra. That's you right there. That's you taking on your analytics and saying, okay, I'm going to, look how determined she is. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. She does not take no for an answer. And this is an air sign, and she usually reminds me of a Libra. Sun, moon, or rising, male or female. Use your sharp intellect and your go power. And the Hanged Man comes up. So some of you all, this is the time to plan, be creative, plan. Use the characteristics of these two queens. One's very creative, passionate. One is very analytical, intellectual. makes plans, sharp, sometimes too sharp with her words, but use the two aspects of these. Take some time out. This is Mercury retrograde right here. Then the High Priest comes up, High Priestess, and she is very much in tune with her psychic intuitive abilities. Once you do that, I feel like, yep, the sun comes out. You've just got to know where you're coming from, who you're dealing with. She too can be about hidden agendas. Not her, but there may be hidden agendas around you. So I'm feeling like that's why all this fire is coming up. Pay attention to what you like. Okay, I'm going to add up the original, or what you want. What's in your best interest, Libra? Not everybody else's. And of course you think about everybody else. You can't help it. That's why you seek balance and very charming and sociable and good with people. I mean, that's it. But also think of yourself. Okay, so I'm going to add these up. 2, 3, 4, and 19 is 23, right? Go backwards. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. Okay, so 2 and 3 and 5, 2 and 3 is 5. 5 in numerology has to do with feeling unrestricted, feeling expansive. And that's what I'm feeling like you guys are ready for that. And the 5 in with the major arcana cards is the High Priest. So this is someone who is working within social and spiritual and cultural organizations and structure. There's schedules, there's teachings, there's inspiration. This might be who this guy is. If any of you all are going to a seminar or taking classes, he might be a teacher. A lot of inspiration, rites and ceremonies with the High Priest. So, make your own ceremony for yourself. If you're not going to one, you may want to create your own ceremony for you every morning. It may be like saying, you know what, I am powerful. I am inner power. I have inner power, not power over other people. I have my inner power. I have my inner inspiration. I can do it. Of course, thinking about other people, second chakra, you have love for others. So a lot of fire in here of I cans, because the fire signs do that.